check. 1, 2, 3. Hello. Welcome everybody to another video. I am your host Dave. Sorry, I'm just getting myself adjusted here, making another video. So, I know that everybody has seen the thumbnail and everybody knows about the feat where Superman punched Braniac very hard and every version felt it. But the good thing is that I am here to tell you that there is a lot more into it. This feat goes beyond what it's portrayed, what people have been saying throughout the years. So, beginning with the timeline of New 52. Now, this is an alternate future, right? Based 35 years into the future. And now this event included Braniac with him trying to steal New York from this planet. Now, the type of technology that Braniac possesses is very advanced. This is not like your typical advanced alien race that's invading another planet. Braniac could possess any sort of weapon. For example, he's able to one-shot planets with just his missiles. And this seems very casual of him. He also possesses technology where he could go outside the source wall and beyond. A version of himself, Real Docs, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, he was close to alter all of reality with the consciousness of the universe. Like this was something where he was very close to doing until Superman stopped him, and that's another whole video to do as well. And he is able to be outside of time and space along with Superman. Going back into the series, Braniac had two assaults going on right now, one in high orbit and one in New York. Now in high orbit, you have Hawkman, the Atom, Cyborg, everybody up there trying to rescue someone entrapped within the skull of this ship. Now it is thought to believe that Dr. Palmer was blasted and killed. Instead, in order to bypass the defenses, he was able to shrink down to the subatomic level and see the energy that is within this ship. Now this is very interesting because the energy that he is seeing, he is comparing it to the bleed. Now the bleed, I'm going to explain what the bleed is. The bleed is something, I could go on forever. There's a lot of things to talk about the bleed. But the bleed, it's the red space that's between realities. In the map, it's like that red space, but it's also encasing all of the multiverse. Now, the bleed has been said to be all sorts of stuff, from being a membrane between universes. It was also stated to be a higher dimensional fluid, bleed space, that's basically also found within the fifth dimension. The bleed space is also said to be and even contain infinite worlds, infinite potential. Mixopic even said that the fluid that flows around the multiverse is imagination. So there is a lot of equivalence to a fifth dimensional energy within the bleed. Now it is debatable if you want to argue that the energy that Braniac has is not comparable to a fifth dimensional, which I could see that. But this is like a similarity. This is a comparison being made here. But even then, the technology that Braniac possesses is at a higher dimension. Given that the illustration right here, it shows realities within this energy at a subatomic level, and there is a lot going on. He even compares, Dr. Palmer even compares the speed that he is seeing all of this as how the Flash would see things. And Flash is pretty fast. So I wouldn't necessarily put him on the same level with the bleed. Possibly a little bit lower than that, maybe. I'm not really sure. I mean, you guys let me know in the comment section what else to say, because I know there's a lot to say about the bleed. There is a lot to say. There is a lot of information that I just don't want to overwhelm the viewers with all this information, but there is like a lot of key points here that I just wanted to show. But even then, all of this is being equaled to the bleed. Now, that being said, I'm going to go over the feats, what Superman did. Now, in the efforts to save Manhattan, Superman broke through the energy dome that Braniac created in order to prevent any outside forces of coming in to interfere with Braniac. And Superman was able to do this casually. Remember, this is the same energy that Dr. Palmer saw when he was on the subatomic level. Superman was able to tank a couple of hits throughout, but the biggest one was when he was blasted a focus energy against Superman, and Superman was able to push through and tanked all of that until he was able to punch Braniac so hard that every version of him felt it. Now, this is very interesting because Hawkman was blasted by this, and all of his other incarnations felt it. Was very resistant against that type of attack. Now, a little bit of a debunk, because I know that there's a lot of lowballers out there that say that if anybody was to punch Brainiac so hard that it would have had the same results. But that's not the case when Black Adam actually penetrated through the head of God Brainiac, and Brainiac felt literally nothing. Now, depending on the comparisons between the energy that Brainiac is using and the bleed, we could kind of scale Superman at a very high tier on durability and also striking power. This is something very big. I do believe that this is at a very high fourth dimension, arguably fifth dimension. But it is up to you guys. Let me know what you guys think. I wouldn't say this is true. Like my words is final. This is just my opinion overall. Honestly, I'm just doing this just to give information because we get an idea how powerful Superman's durability is and also his striking power. I'm just giving it to you nerds to argue about it when there are lowballers out there. So this is New 52, and I forgot to mention earlier that this is New 52 Superman. But that being said, guys, cutting it here. Thank you so much for watching. I do, as always, I'm thankful for all the views and everything. I'm always apologetic for like being late on videos and stuff like that. But hey, I'm really glad that I'm able to get some videos done today. I had some time. Let me know what you guys think, what to do next. I know that I have a direction in showing Feats, but if there's something else that you want me to include, just go ahead, let me know in the comment section. I know there has been a trend, and I've kind of like seen this very often, and I'm sure you guys are seeing it often, but the Dragon Ball opposition, and I've seen them resort to no longer lowballing Superman feats, although they kind of do still, but now instead of lowballing Superman himself, they're literally lowballing his cosmology in order to make the feats incomparable to Goku. I've been seeing that trend a little bit more often. Like the DC cosmology is getting lowballed all throughout, and it's like, oh my goodness. I've seen some videos. It's kind of like, oh wow. So I probably will go ahead and start debunking those videos. Nonetheless, if there's some other direction that you guys want me to go, if you guys like the content that I'm making, if you guys are enjoying what I'm doing, please donate. Go ahead, like and subscribe. Also, take a look at the Relentless comic book. I've been focused on that as well. I've been uploading every scan. I've been uploading scan by scan and comic, slides here and there, so you guys could enjoy it. I am very close to making a Goku versus Superman animation fight. I've gone back with writer and to see just to make it shorter enough so that we could get to the fight right away rather than elongating it to the point where there's so much conversation that we lose the purpose of this comic book. But that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for coming back again. Until next time.